Before I was working with Bryre and Jeff, my life was in a really tricky spot. I was dealing with lots of personal problems and I was struggling. Yeah, life was very hard and very out of balance. I was in a really difficult point in my life. However, I just found God, and it was a very synchronous moment that I started finding God when Bryre actively started presenting as somebody who works with God. And it was a beautiful time where I just started finding my faith, started finding deeper truths to the universe, and so did Bryre. And I really needed someone at that point to work with and kind of give me a deeper relationship with God. And then since then, Bryre's helped me work through difficult times in relationships, difficult times with personal issues, and helped me find my path in life. Bryre and Jeff are different to other coaches because of the God element, because they really do introduce you to faith, and they do base it around God and Christianity, and they take you on a journey of your own faith and speak to you, and it really is God speaking through them to you. I'd recommend Bryre and Jeff's coaching to anybody who's new to faith, anybody who wants to deepen their faith, anyone who wants a realistic, modern kind of introduction to faith and what it can add to your life. What I would say to somebody who's on the fence about joining Jeff and Bryre on in their work is well worth the money. And the money that you put in is definitely you definitely get more out of it than that. And if you are looking for some coaching around the idea of faith and some coaching in spiritual aspects of your life, then Jeff and Bryre are definitely worth the expenditure. The biggest gift I've got from working with Jeff and Bryre is that they introduced me to prayer. They introduced me to a new kind of modern way of praying, a new way of connecting with God, a new way of speaking to God and asking for what I want and working through my problems. And through then, I've seen miracles happen in my life. I've had amazing things arrive in my life, amazing opportunities, and really good relationships. Yeah. I think the work that Bryre and Jeff do is important because it is such an accessible springboard for people to introduce themselves to faith, and such an accessible way for people to start their journey of faith if they're new to it. In a very accessible way, in a way that's not scary, in a way that's not using overly complicated words or archaic words. It's just very real life and very accessible to almost anybody. During my journey working with Jeff and Bryre, I left, I came back, I left, I came back. And the thing that brought me back was I just got signals within my own faith that I needed to speak to God, and I needed to learn how to pray, and I needed to be able to communicate in that two-way communication that we all should do with God. And it was just a simple question, and I reached out to Bryre and said, how do I pray? What is the best way to pray and communicate with God? I met Bryre and Jeff at a very difficult time in my life, and since that time, it's been an absolute journey. I reached out to Bryre when I was struggling, down in the dumps, going through a lot of hardship, and she gave me a little spark of life and brightened my day and started brightening my months. And during this journey, it's been amazing. My life's managed to turn around. I found God, and I communicate with God on a daily basis, and I've managed to reorientate my life to do new ventures. I'm starting to explore spirituality, and I'm writing a book about spirituality and trying to make faith and Christian religion more accessible to other people who are scared of words like God and Holy Spirit and Jesus. And alongside that, I'm also planning to be a mission aviation pilot, so to fly Christian aid around the world. And all this has come in tangent and whilst working with Jeff and Bryre. Lots of people have had bad experiences with God and the idea of God and the Christian religion and the stringentness of that whole Christian hierarchy. And I'm one of those people. I've been through that, and I got scared away from religion when I was younger. One thing that Bryre and Jeff actually do is to introduce you back into religion in such an accessible and easy to understand way that's not scary, that's not complicated, that's not judgmental. It's just facts, and it's just a beautiful modern day interpretation of the Bible. So thank you guys. I can't thank you guys enough for the beautiful support and the prayers and introducing me to such amazing people. Thank you very much.